Hello again, everybody. SciFiGuy86 back again in another episode of my Let's Build series. As you can see, I'm in my modern city, and I have a couple of houses built already. Let's go ahead and go back into this house. I showed you a little bit of this in the last episode, but I want to show a little more now that I've decorated it, so you can kind of see what I might do in one of these houses. So we've got a nice little day area, carpet, kitchen table, nice little kitchen with a fridge that actually works with a dispenser spitting out cakes at the bottom. And then if you go up to the top here, we've got a nice little balcony. Takes you up into the second floor. Second floor, there's a nice desk. He's got a big old giant computer screen, or maybe it's just 3 screens. Never know. But over here, we've got a nice big screen TV and a decent sized bed. But yeah, so that's more or less what I would do in this that style of a build. And over here, I didn't actually decorate the inside of this, but I do want to show you what it came out to look like. Maybe go inside for a second so you can see the space, what it looks like. Okay. So I'd probably turn this into like the living room area, and this would probably be like the kitchen, dining room area. Upstairs, we actually have plenty of room for a bedroom, bathroom, and possibly a second bedroom. If you look, this is a lot of space here, so we've got lots of space. We've got 2 patios, as you can see. We've got that one there, and we've got this one over here too. So, oops. Very good build. I definitely like it. It does look a little odd, but you know, I like to build modern houses as often as I can originally. So these are both original builds. I've never built either one of these before. And I want to build another one now that I've never built before. I'm going to go ahead and use this space over here. And I'm definitely thinking I should probably continue using quartz blocks, because quartz blocks is the overall theme, as I've mentioned before. I'll probably use black wool, because black wool always looks good with modern. And I should probably, I'm going to go ahead and use the ice blocks this time. And we're going to start with that and see what we can come up with. Okay. Actually, I do want to use gravel for this driveway. Gravel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's definitely long enough. Yeah, that'll be good enough. I'll make it on par with that neighbor house there, so it looks nicer as far as the neighborhood goes. Again, I'm not going to fill that in on camera. I'll fill that in later so it's a little faster. And I'm going to start building this up. Now, the garage, more or less, could be the exact same thing, but in this case, I'm actually going to make it not the same thing, because I want it to be different from this other house. I want it to stand out. It is going to be right next to it, so it's going to be kind of odd. It does look like it blends right in there. So in order to fix that, what I'm going to do is actually drop in one of these right here. And all that does is add a little bit of separation there, where it no longer looks like it's exactly part of that building. So we're just going to extend this out again, just like that on this side. And down here, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we have the same height of our garage, so it looks more or less the same. Looks correct and appropriate and all that's good stuff. And then up on top of that, we're just going to want to make sure that we duplicate the same height that we have for that floor, but on the second floor. So we have 3 as the height, overall height. We're going to go ahead and continue that. There's 3. And make that height go across like that. And we're going to make that same height continue across like this. Okay, so this gives us pretty much the idea is that I have a second floor on top of my garage. So instead of a patio like I did in a couple of these other houses on the garage, there's just a bedroom perhaps. Okay. Alrighty, so right here, I'm going to go ahead and put that because out here I will be filling in some of this with grass and with maybe a swimming pool. We'll see. There's not really a lot of space back here, but we'll see what we got. I'm not going to join that party, sorry people, because I am working on my Let's Build series, and I don't do parties in Let's Build. But I do in my Let's Play, so if you guys want to see some more party madness, jump into my Let's Play series. My Let's Play series has got all kinds of craziness going on. People killing each other, and people going on rampages. It's insane. It's really, truly insane. And then on top of that, I'm building Epic Castle in survival, because I'm just like that, and I can't resist. I cannot resist building a castle in survival or in creative. It's very difficult temptation to resist. something some of you may not know about me. Others probably do because you've played with me before and you know how many times I've built castles in the past. Okay, so we're going to go like that. Okay, so something that looks really nice for the cement floor of your garage is just these little slabs here. They're almost like sidewalk slabs. They're very similar. They're just slightly smaller. So in my mind, this works really well for these for the cement, the poured cement, the mason work that would be in your garage, or in most garages. Some garages are tile, some garages are dirt or gravel, but my garage on this one is going to be the poured cement. So, alrighty, now in most of my houses, modern houses, especially with the addition of carpets, I like to make the floor the same material as the walls. Just because it kind of gives, especially with modern builds, because it gives me kind of an idea of, well, this is the quartz section of the house. Okay, so then the next section will be something different, you know, and I go with that. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and add a second window in there, and I'm going to add another window over here for this room. So this room has a good amount of windows, but I do want to make them slightly smaller because they're a little wide right now, but that looks much better. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and make this one wide because it will look pretty good from the outside. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take that across there. Now, something to note on these ice cubes as windows, I think I've mentioned it in my skyscraper episodes of my Let's Build series. Don't put a torch or a glowstone block near them, like this torch right here. If I were to put a block right here, I'm guessing it's going to melt. That's not what you want. I'm going to go and leave that there because it's probably going to melt, but it might not, and if it does, this is kind of more or less how you test it. You put a torch near, you know, and if you want to see if it's going to melt, it'll melt over time. Okay, so let's go ahead and come down here. I want to add in, as you probably guessed, a nice entryway. And the entryway is as simple as deciding what width do you want your square. I like to make a nice tower. I like to make it out of black more often than not. And it looks like that torch might be safe, actually. Interesting. I would have guessed that is too close. It's only like one block diagonally away. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go up. Again, we want 3 space for the next floor, and then on 4 space, I'm going to go ahead and go across. More or less, when I'm building a modern house, I build with cubes. The way I see modern homes is that they are cubes. They're all as efficient in space as possible, but at the same time, they're very futuristic with how the cubes kind of jet out of each other and such. So that's kind of what I try to keep in mind when I'm building modern houses, is what color cubes do I want, how many cubes do I want, how do I want them intersecting. And one of my favorite combinations is having a white cube and a black cube. It looks really good. And then if you have, a lot of times, like if you look at these builds here, I've got that wood color. I really like that wood color in there. Got that wood color over there too. Definitely looks really good. But in this one, I'm going to use a different wood color. I'm using birch planks instead. And I'm going to bring it out. Let's see. 3? Yeah, 3 will be good enough. And we're going to go and bring it back until we don't need to bring it back anymore. And that will be approximately past that. So right there. This will be the long side of the house. I should probably go ahead and extend this a little bit more so that it is actually the long side of the house. But I want it to be wide as well. I don't want it to be quite that thin. So I'm going to extend it 2 to where it is 5 width on the inside. And like I said, I want it to be slightly sticking out, so we're going to go and put it right there. And, you know, I want a slightly bigger front yard, so we're going to go and extend it just by 1. So right there. Okay. Now, again, extend it up to where your next floor would be. But in this case, what I would do, I actually make sure I don't want to go up to that next floor, because on these, as you've noticed in my other modern house builds that I've been doing, I like to put in the color of wool that I'm going to use on the next floor there. And I'm thinking for this house, let's go blue. So I'm going to go with a blue color here, but I want it to stick out just 1 block, like so that it sticks out past where this wood is, and it literally looks like it's another cube, a separate cube, resting on this cube. And really, it's not a cube; they're both rectangles, but you know more or less what I mean. Okay, so we're gonna go across like so, and like so. 1, 2, 3 again, and then this time we're gonna go on the 4th one across like so. Okay, so now these roofs are going to change as I decide on the roof shapes that I'm going to use, but this is just more or less trying to show you how I might build a more condensed of the same style of home. And in this section, what I'm probably going to use is the same quartz block that I've used in other places here nearby, the garage and the second floor there. So this main entry hall is that black wool, and then we get into the dining nook / kitchen area probably. Yeah, I'll have it stick up right here so that it kind of sticks out as a separate part of the house. Alright, but this actually has to go out to one more like so. Okay, there we go. Like so. Like so. Like so. Okay, now, what I need to do at this point is decide what I want to do with this quartz section. Now, I would rather have this blue section be its own section altogether, and maybe do like a little walkway or balcony kind of thing right here. In order to make that possible, that would have to connect to that. So I'm not going to do that in this case. What I would rather do in this case is make a slightly smaller balcony, and in order to do that, what I'm going to do, extend this all the way across this entire thing, because this is still the roof of the floor below. You need to have that roof there, and it's also going to act as the floor of the makeshift balcony as well as, okay, so it's going right there, yeah, okay, cool, as well as hallway. So there we go. Now we're going to take this color across here, because this is, again, this is the next level. Okay, so we're going to take this all the way across, because this is that room. And that floor is going to go across all the way across like so. Like so. Because that floor, I want this to be the same color as the walls. It also brings in this blue color to the living room area by having it as the roof color. If you don't like that as the roof color, you can always do slabs on the roof, upside down slabs of the same color as the wood. And that would give you that, you know, different color underneath there. And that might actually be something I do in this case, but we'll see. We'll see what the final product looks like. I do a lot of improvisation when it comes to these builds. Definitely, like I said, make it different every time. Try to keep it original as possible. As original as possible. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this black wool here and here. We're actually going to seal this off, but not there, because I'm not sure, but I would like there to be a section there. Okay, let's go all the way up to probably there, just to make sure that that's good. Should probably go and do that. Should probably go and do that. Okay, so this is going to be open, but this probably shouldn't be, so we're going to go like that. So this will be like a little doorway up to the second floor. Well, you know what, we're going to leave it open. Leave it open, might as well. Okay. Now this awesome blue color here, whoops, not this blue color, this blue color for the windows will go really well with that blue wool. So we've got a very blue themed home here. Again, you can't really use them as the torches as freely with the windows being ice. It looks pretty good, and I think the sacrifice is worth it. Okay, so I am curious now, did that melt? No, it didn't. So apparently, if you put a torch diagonally away from a block, it does not affect it. So that's nice to know. Anyway, okay, so at this point, I need to start figuring out the roof a little bit more before I can really get into what I need to do for this. I'm thinking, though, that I want to get as much of this on camera as possible. We're only at 14 minutes of the build, so try to get as much of this as I can. I'm also thinking that this needs to be all the way across here, so it actually looks like it's holding that wool on top. Yeah, that looks nicer. Okay, now something else I was thinking about that I did mention was having this drop down. If you drop this down, it actually, in real life, it works as a pretty good insulator. If your living room area or part of your house area is sunken into the ground like this. And it's something that I like doing. I think it adds another layer of depth to your home. It does take a little bit of time, as you can see. Okay. So, ow. Let's go ahead and get this sealed off, and then this should actually probably stay all sealed off, in fact. And then this, go ahead and go like that. And over here, we should go like that. Over here, we should go like that. And across like so. And then one right there, for good measure. One right here. And then we need to go across here also. There is something else I need to do here, and that is to make this easily passable. And that is as simple as a nice little step right there, like so. Okay, so now we've got a nice little living room area. I'm going to go ahead and fill in all these windows while I'm at it. Okay. And let's go over here. I'd like this to be sealed off as well. This is actually going to be the kitchen area, so we should probably go ahead and leave these windows up top. Yeah, that looks nicer. Okay, so there's at least a window in this area, and then over this way will be the garage. So the stairway will actually probably end up being... Where do I want to put the stairway? I'll probably put the stairway right here, actually. No, I'd rather put the stairway in here, so I'm going to have the stairway right near the front door. The front door will be right here. I'll probably go ahead and put that right over the top of the front door. And I would like to put in stairs, but the stairs will be... And let's go ahead and use the quartz stairs, might as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the stairs like so, like so, like so, like so. And like so. So now we've got the stairs done. Let's go ahead and, actually technically they're not done because like I've done before, I like to add in those because it kind of gives a little extra support on those things. Walking into this house through that front area might be a little dangerous. But it'll do the job. Anyway, moving right along. Okay, so I need to add in some doorways and a roof. I'm not going to worry about the doors because that's more or less decoration, but I do want to add in the second floor details, so I'm thinking this should actually be solid. Well, now let's go ahead and leave that as a window area. Let's go ahead and keep this across, bring that up, bring that up, bring that up. Let's go ahead and make these slightly bigger. And let's go ahead and bring this all the way across here. And let's go ahead and bring this up, this up, this up, this up, oops. There we go. And across here like so. Cool. I've got a couple of little windows there, that's kind of cool. So I think I'd rather do that style than I did here. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay. So then I just take these same nice blocks as I've done in the past, on these other sides, other levels I should say, and just go along the outside. And adds that extra bit of detail, nice contrast between this blue and the other blue, but at the same time they're kind of in that same palette, so it looks really good. Alrighty. It's a simple matter. Okay, so we're going to take this up like so. Oops. Oops. Right there. And that gives us a nice A-frame roof. Pretty simple. All you got to top it off with is a slab. So any of these stairs materials you can use for this kind of a roof. It's very nice. keeps it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring that in like that. Make this window a little bit bigger. It looks a little nicer like that. Okay, so it's looking a little bit better. As you can tell, this outside area here, though, looks very plain. There's a couple things you can do to fix that. Now, on the bottom here, as you can see, we've used the light wood stairs. If you were to take the dark wood stairs... no, let's go with oak. Since it's the light wood, we can get away with the oak. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and go over here and grab this fence, because the fence is the same color. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like this, on each of these corners. Now this little extra detail here will give it the illusion of being held up. Just a little extra detail in it, and it does a world of difference. I didn't do this on my other builds. This is just something I wanted to add in on this one. Give it a little bit of a different style to it. Something a little different. And I'm not going to do it on these sides because we don't really need it there. If you come over here, we would need it on this corner, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Doop. And doop, and doop, and doop, and doop, and doop, and let's go put these guys in. Okay, Pooper, go away. I don't have to kick you. Alright, and then... yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and grab our quartz block again. Our quartz stairs. We're going to go all the way across like so. We're going to have it stick off on this side too. I'm going to have to kick you, Pooper. You can't stay out of my way. I'm going to kick you. Sorry, buddy. Anyway, moving right along. On my Let's Build series and on this map, this is my everything map, I have a bunch of different builds on this map. I do not allow people to build. It's just one of my policies. That's why I have the Let's Play series, so that people can build on my Let's Play series if they'd like. More or less anything goes on that series. So don't worry, Pooper, I'll add you into that one. Okay, so then we gotta get around this way. Oops. It does get a little tedious messing with stairs sometimes, especially around these areas where you can't really see it. It's just a matter of making sure you get the right part of the block. Okay, so I need the blue wool. We're almost there with this build. We're getting very close now. He sent me a message. He's probably angry about being kicked from the game. Sorry, buddy. Gotta do what I gotta do. You're in the way. Okay, so I'm going to go over here, and there, and that, and all the way down like so. Okay, so now that we have that A-frame done, if you look over at that roof, I'm actually going to do something similar to that on this part. I'm actually going to drop this out like so, bring this across like so, bring this out like so, bring this across like so. Bring this across like so. And like so, across all this way. And like so, across all this way. And like so, across all this way. Go ahead and get rid of those guys. Don't want to get in there. Okay, so I'm going to go and do like that. And I'm going to take this one across like so. And now that I've got that done, what I'm going to do is bring these guys in like so. And raise this side up by one. Okay, so then I'm going to bring this in, fill all this. Okay, so then this one here, what I was thinking is that this A-frame needs to continue. Okay, now in order to do that, it's a really simple matter of taking a stair like so, taking a stair like so. And then you just go across this whole thing. Oops. There we go. And on this side, I'm going to be doing the same thing, so I'm going to go and grab that stair. Oops, if I can place it. There we go. I just can't see, so it's harder to... Okay, there we go. There's not much room either, so it makes it a little more difficult. Alright, and up we go. Stair to go there, slide it. This stick out, this to stick out, this to stick out, that to stick out, that to stick out, that to stick out, and that to stick out. Alrighty, so now we've got this house more or less built. It's looking pretty good, it's good size. It's kind of similar to the second build I did on that second house over there. Very similar. Not quite the same. I did something different in the middle, and I did something different in the garage. But I'll probably do something even more different in the next one, so definitely stay tuned for that one. I'll probably have that out in a couple of days. But for now, I'm going to keep working on this. We're at about 26 minutes into the build, and I could technically end this episode here, but I have had some requests for longer episodes, so I'm going to go ahead and continue my Let's Build series all the way through the 30-minute mark before I end it. So, let's go across like so. And it actually allows me to get more of this done on camera before I end the episode, which is kind of nice. Okay, like so. Oops, right there. Okay, right there. And the last one, right, oops, right there. Okay, so let's go take this across and then take this last string here across. I think that's it for the roof. Really close. Very, very close. And let's go over here. Let's go over this up. And let's go over this across. I'll put a door here. I'm thinking glass on top. Taking that like so. Taking that like so. Taking this like across like so. Yeah, that works. That, well, kind of works in a way. This needs to be taken out, I just realized. Let's go and take this all the way across like so. Let's go and do that just so the block has disappeared there. Alrighty, and I'm definitely thinking right here I should probably add in one of these guys. In order to do that, I just have to go like so, and like so. Alrighty. It's looking pretty good. I like it a lot. So go ahead and come down to the front here. Oops, I left that off of there. And we've got a little more time, so we might just go ahead and finish off this gravel real quick while I can. I'm not going to work on the yard yet. I do have to do some landscaping. And I'm not going to worry about the decorations. I want to save some of the decorations for, or the interior decorating that is, for future episodes. So you guys can have some design reference points to go by. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, another episode of my Let's Build series. Please like, share, and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you next time. Let me go ahead and give you a good screenshot here first before I exit. Yeah, look at that. That's looking good. Looking good. Alright, see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.